Hey everybody, and welcome to Hex Token channel, Superman Crypto, and of course Pulsechain YouTube. 3 channels that we're streaming to, over of course 10,500 subscribers, and of course a very happy Christmas holidays to you. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know many of you have worked hard over the year, and of course looking forward to having a great festive season, some holiday time off here. And of course, enjoy the good stuff on crypto because it's 24/7. So it's always there if you want to have a look at the screen. It's kind of cool. I hope you guys enjoy your family, friends, food, fun, and of course, presents. And it's going to be a great time. So looking forward to it. And next year, of course, looks like it's going to be an absolute doozy with the bull run already kicked off in November. So it's going to be a lot of fun for that. Let's get into the chat. Say hello, get excited, get in the chat there. Let us know where you are from around the world. That'd be really cool. Let us know what country you're from. That'd be cool. Get in the chat for that one. Let's go. And Lights Beneath in the House there. Hello, how are you today? Very good, of course. Hex, EHEX, PLS6, incentive for the win, 100%. Who else has jumped in here? We got Brian, our community leader. Sup, folks? Good to see you, Brian. Who else is in there? Joe Torres. What's up? Merry Christmas. Absolutely. No question, Mark. Christmas is here. Never fear. And Wookie is like Father Christmas, always coming down the chimney, says Wookie. A nice one there. I hope there's some milk and cookies for you, Wookie, at the bottom. And don't get stuck in the chimney. It's probably the other thing we'll say there. Hello, gang, and Hex Token. Good to see you, Solid. Welcome to the chat as well. Christian in the house there. Hello, familiar. Good to see Christian. And, of course, Sandy Beach in there. Hey, Hex Token, everybody. Very cool. Good to see Sandy Beach, always crushing it. Absolutely. Ryan says, Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas to you too, Ryan by Ryan. Great to see you in the chat there. Now, we've just been in the Discord having a bit of a chat. If you haven't joined our Discord, the link is in the video description. It's a private Discord now, and it's $5 a month. So join up today, get into that. If you want to get into Strategy Club, get into some of the best projects on a crypto, and that's multi-chain as well. Get in there. Strategy Club, $35 a month. Get into it, folks. People are making mad gains. All the insights, all the intel, all the discussions, all the strategies in the Strategy Club. But if you like Pulsechain and Hex content, just join in the general membership, $5 a month. And get in there, folks. Pretty amazing. We got Archie in the house there, one of our awesome members as well. Hi, all. Good to see you, Archie. And, of course, happy Christmas holidays to everybody. Now, we're going to be talking about some of the big news today that's come out. Rubic is going to be doing Pulsechain bridge integration. Woohoo! And that's a big deal. And, of course, Portal X is going to be involved with that too, so we're going to talk about that. That is a big deal for Pulsechain. This keeps getting bigger. The infrastructure is rolling out. And, of course, we're going to have a lot of fun with that. GoPulse and PulseCoinList have responded to Richard Hart, and they are giving out free Pulse for new members to onboard everybody. And really cool. So we're going to talk about that coming up as well because some people need, wrap Pulse there to be able to do stuff on DeFi. So it's going to be really neat for that. We got Ivor in the house there. Yo. Good to see you, Ivor. Pumpkin Al in the house there. Hello, hoot. Howdy, folks from Brennan. Big shout out. And I asked people to put their countries in. No one's put their country in. This is the way it goes. You can only ask, and it will not be given. Yo, Harry Williams. Good to see you, Harry. And, of course, a Merry Christmas to everybody. Let's get into it, folks. We're going to kick off with the markets. Let me get into position here. Bam. Let's go. And we're going to have a look. A really good result on the market again today. So we're going to took into that. We got Sandy Beach comes in with America. And, of course, we got Archie as well, USA. So we got the Americans standing proud. Love that. It's a big shout out to you in the USA. US of A, they say, don't they? US of A. Harry Williams as well, US of A as well. Looks like we've got most of the Americans today. I don't know if anyone else is watching from anywhere else in the world. But get in there and show your pride. Show your pride in your country. Get in there, folks. Anyway, we got the S&P 500. Rises to clinch the longest weekly win. Let's take that win-win. We like winning, just like winning is so good. So Charlie Sheen, hashtag winning. Charlie Sheen, you know that one. And of course, win streak since 2017. Can't believe it. So we're in good. We're set up very well for the future, particularly in crypto, which needs to have its bull run as well. Now let's have a look at the results. The Dow Jones pretty much flat there, up 18 points. At 37,385. Remember, the Dow Jones is the top 30 industrials in the United States. But let's get into the tech companies. We've got the S&P 500 is up 0.17%, 8 points to 4,754. Fund strat manager Tom Lee got pretty close. And I guess the end of the year is not finished. and we're at 4,754, 4,800 by the end of the year. Looks like that's probably going to happen probably in the intervening period between Christmas and New Year's, possibly. NASDAQ, with all the tech companies, up 0.2%, 29 points to 14,992. Woohoo! So pretty awesome stuff there. And we got some of the big news out today, right? We got the Fed pivot party rages on. So the Fed pivot party rages on. We love that talking. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun indeed. We got love from Brisbane from Ivor. A nice one there, Ivor. Shout out to you. I really like Brisbane. I went there one time, and it was really lovely. So tropical kind of feeling. Really neat. I love it there. USA from Jerry Torres. Big shout out to you in the USA. And looking good there. Yeah, if you want to join Strategy Club, there's Wookie's link to join Strategy Club there today and get all the alpha and crush it in crypto. We've been doing so well, performing so well with some of the stuff in there. Amazing. All right, so the Fed pivot party rages on as disinflation train gains steam. This is positive news. The inflation going down and the Fed's going to pivot earlier. That's amazing. So let's get into it. The personal consumption expenditure report, the Fed's primary inflation gauge for November, slowed to 0.1%. Yee-hee! Taking the annualized rate through to November to 2.6%, below expectations of 2.8%. Beautiful, folks. Really good. 2.6%. Obviously the Fed's targeting 2%, and here we are at 2.6, and we're below market expectations of 2.8. That's a really good move, folks. The core measure that strips out volatile food and energy costs and is more important measure of underlying inflation slowed to 0.1% compared to expectations of 0.2% as well. So even the core inflation measure was lower than expectations. Signs of a faster slowdown inflation boosted expectations for a sooner rather than later rate cut. That's bullish for us, with the odds of a March cut at 85%. So it's moved from like July, June, May. Now we're pushing into March even. I'm still feeling like it's going to be May, but March even at this stage to 85%. And maybe that'd be a smart move by the Fed if they're thinking about the elections coming up in, what is it, October at the end of the year, somewhere in that ballpark. March cut at 85% compared with 75% a day earlier. That's amazing. So the market's getting more bullish about the actual pivot in March. So we pretty much had the terminal rate at 5.5% for looks of it. We've been waiting for that terminal rate, and we want a short period of it being held up, and that's looking really good. So investors are now have expectations also of 175 basis points. So if we're at 5.5%, you take off 175 basis points off that. That's so super bullish. And of course, taking the federal funds rate to a range of 3.5 to 3.75%. That would be amazing. I think I had a spider or something or a bee on me. I'm not sure what it is. That is much more aggressive than 3 rate cuts in 2024. The Fed projected at its December meeting. Isn't that amazing? Good news. It just gets getting better and better. The perfect lineup for the crypto bull market next year. Amazing. So that's great news, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed that. This is about as good as it gets, man. Everything is just lining up so good. That's your Christmas present. All right. That's your Christmas present from the Fed. That's your Christmas present from the Fed. We got 5 weeks and 4 days and 19 hours to go until the first meeting of 2024 for the Federal Reserve, the 31st of January at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. there. So that is the first meeting. And you can see January, we're expecting a no change at 5.5%. But March now is game on. Look at that. You've got, 88% of the market now expecting a Fed pivot, at least to 25 basis points. That'd be amazing, down to 5.25. And of course, May there, looking at it May, pretty much everybody is 100% is looking at pivot by May. So looking super bullish. Congratulations with everything setting up for a beautiful run here. Let's jump over to crypto. We got Bitcoin at 44,115. Yeah, boy. That is up 0.5%. And the crypto dominance of Bitcoin is down to 50.335%. We've got Ethereum finally making some moves after that Celsius selling. And of course, the potential delay of Ethereum ETFs into May from March, 4.24%. What are some of the other ones that are outstanding there? It looks like Optimism's having a good day. That is up 39% to $3.48. And of course, everything else is doing pretty well as well. Solana up 5% to $98. Obviously, the VC chain are doing pretty well. And of course, they had a big partnership with earlier in the year. I've forgotten the name of it now, but they had a big partnership there as well. Matic at the moment's up 7.5% to 87 cents there. So there's some of the standouts at the moment. Oh, it looks like Arbitrum as well is doing pretty well, up 25% to $1.44. So there's some of the ones that have been moving at the moment. So not bad there. Let's jump over to Bitcoin and have a look at Bitcoin. This is our macro picture, you guys know. So Bitcoin looking really, really good. Let's hide all the overlays. That is Bitcoin. Look at that. Woohoo! Riding. It's going to break out to another level, is it? We're going over. Are we going to attack 48 and get over 50? Who knows? We've got the time to do it. Let's bring over the overlays. Bitcoin ETF is coming. And let us have a look at how many days we've got. We're counting them down, of course. We have got 19 days to go until the Fed expected approval. 90% chance of approval, the 10th of January. So we're ticking away through there. Pretty nice. And we are only, how far away? We're only 117 days from the expected Bitcoin halving. And I think that's still on the 17th of April. I probably should double check that, but that is when we're expecting it on the 17th of April. They're 117 days from Bitcoin halving. Bullish. So looking good there at the moment. That is pretty much Bitcoin. Let's get in some of the news about that. So what ETFs are we expecting? Well, we're expecting about 13 of them. Here they are here. We've got Grayscale, we've got 21 shares, BlackRock, Bitwise, Van Eyck, Wisdom Tree, Invesco, and Galaxy, Fidelity, Valkyrie, Global X, Hashdex, Franklin, and Pando. Those are the ones we're expecting the Bitcoin ETFs, and potentially a lot of pressure to get them all approved, or at least most of them, for the 10th of January. And remember, they'll probably start operating about a month afterwards, and so they'll probably maybe the launch the 10th of February is what we're expecting there. But that is super bullish there, folks. And the next deadline you can see is this January period. They all got different dates in January, but they're probably going to line them all up for the 10th of January, get them all approved, so that one doesn't have competitive advantage. That's kind of the logic there. So they all have a fair game, as it were. We've already seen yesterday that we've had at least 3 of them start doing their marketing, or 2 of them start doing their marketing, and that's already kicking in the way there. So it's pretty bullish. Now we're going to come back to this one here. We've already got, obviously, Ethereum. We're going to come back to that in a minute, but let's push that over there. And let's get into some of the news here. So spot Bitcoin ETF approval still happening by January the 10th. Analysts say the US SEC might not be comfortable with BlackRock's prime execution agent change in its new spot Bitcoin ETF update, but analysts still expect approvals by early January. And of course, as applicants for spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds rush to incorporate new cash-only requirements in their proposals in the last month of 2023, some analysts still expect ETF approvals in the United States by early 2024. Remember, it's sitting at around about 90%. Bloomberg ETF analyst James Seffert, who we've been following very closely, as well as Eric Balchunas there, anticipate the US SEC will approve a spot Bitcoin ETF in January 2024, despite multiple last-minute amendments the applicants are scrambling to add to their proposals. Seffert took to X on December 21st to share his observations about BlackRock's latest spot Bitcoin ETF update from December the 18th, which accepted the SEC's cash redemption system instead of in-kind redemptions, which we've touched on a couple of times. All those implying non-monetary payments like Bitcoin. The analysts noticed that BlackRock's latest iShares registration statement replaced the term prime broker and the trade credit lender with the prime execution agent, noting the SEC might not be comfortable with the change. Will be interesting to see who updates their documents after this, said Seffert, adding that the SEC might not accept a condition where a third party would buy and sell Bitcoin on behalf of the ETF and the Bitcoin Cash model. I would agree with that, to be honest, myself. The analysts noted that multiple applicants like ARK, Bitwise, and Valkyrie have already set up cash-only models, while some, including Grayscale and Wisdom Tree, still have in-kind or cash in their filings. All this is to say we still think this is happening by January the 10th, said Seffert. He added that some issuers may be left behind, referring to some filers failing to accept the SEC's cash-only model, so you may get delayed there. Seffert's colleague Balchunas there agreed that the ongoing meetings and calls between the SEC, multiple spot BTF filers are an interesting and good sign for January. Agreed. We are hearing it wasn't one giant conference call, because SEC and every issuer, rather many calls to exchange issuers to reiterate that cash creates or you will wait. So you got to do the cash settlement there, not the in-kind. So that's kind of the update there. Looking pretty good, which moves us on into Ethereum. Ethereum looking like that. Whee! We got the power move there and not bad. So Ethereum's back on track, and we're back in what I call the altcoin season trigger here, the 23-2400. That's just my view, of course. But that's kind of where I feel like that's going to potentially trigger that move. And wow, where are we going to go to Ethereum? Some people have Ethereum for 2024 at $4,000. Some people have it as going even higher at the top of the bull market. Like I'm starting to entertain actually up to the $20,000 mark. And man, just one Ethereum at $20,000. Wouldn't that be great? And of course, maybe Bitcoin, at 150, 180, something like that. And of course, some people are talking about even higher, maybe $1 million if the Saudi oil money comes in and stuff like that. Who knows? It's going to be fun to see. But yeah, it's probably a magnificent ride in this bull market. Amazing. So $2,300 there. Now, the only risk moving ahead in the next year, from my point of view, is really, apart from something really unexpected, something that's people not really suspecting, is really the China-Taiwan issue. That's the only thing. And of course, we don't have any control over that exactly, but that's the only thing that could ever derail what I think is going to be just an incredible, great, magnificent bull run kicked off by the Bitcoin ETF and the Bitcoin halving and the ETFs for Ethereum. It's going to be amazing there. So look at this. Looks so good. And like I say, we've got plenty of time to go. Was it 19 days to the Bitcoin ETF? And of course, the Ethereum ETFs will benefit from that big time. And then, of course, maybe when they come in May, we'll have another explosive move there for Ethereum as well. So that's kind of cool. Now, here are the Ethereum ETFs. So we've got 7 of these. We've got Van Eyck, 21 shares, Hashdex, Grayscale, Invesco, and Galaxy, BlackRock, and Fidelity. So these are all the next players here. And we're probably going to get them all end up lining up in May from the looks of it for the approval. So kind of cool. Ethereum ETS will see much less friction in acquiring a green light from the SEC. And so that's going to be positive too in some senses. So we may see it earlier. Maybe we will, but we'll see what happens there after the Bitcoin ETFs. That's kind of cool. Now, the other bullish thing for Bitcoin, of course, is the proto-dank sharding. We're expecting that, right? Proto-dank sharding and, of course, full-dank sharding to come up in 2024. So it's going to be pretty cool. And, of course, we're moving into the surge, right? We had the merge. We had the merge with the staking there, and now we're looking for the surge. And, of course, we're really looking about increasing the number of TPS per transaction, per second, I should say. So transactions per second. And, of course, the first stage of that is of the surge will introduce the sharding on Ethereum. Big deal there. And, of course, we're going to be talking about concepts like blobs and data, stuff like that, temperate data and all that sort of stuff into the chain there. So looking for the sharding. It's going to be pretty cool. So that's also coming up for Ethereum. That's also could be another catalyst to help push on the excitement for Ethereum. And, of course, that's going to benefit Optimism and Arbitrum and other second layers there as well. So kind of cool. And some people like to say, talking about potentially 4,000, I think that's way undervalued. I think that's almost moronic. But I do think at the top of the bull market, we could easily get up to 20K for Ethereum. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun to see. But in the short term, maybe in the next few months ahead, 4,000 is quite a reasonable target to hit there. So maybe 4,400 here is the estimate. Maybe by October, that's kind of what's showing on this chart here. But I think at the top of the bull market, do not be surprised if Ethereum does something amazing like 20K. This seems like a good number there. So looking good there on the old Ethereum. And everything's looking good, set up for the bull market for next year, which brings us on into Pulsechain. And, of course, we're going to be covering day 224. Before we do that, though, let's get back into the chat and catch up with a few people. Who else has jumped in here? We're up to, we got Humberto. Yo, Chess Suitman RH family from the sunny Dominican Republic. Big shout out to you, Humberto. And a Merry Christmas to you and your family. Hi-ho campers, says Wookie. Definitely join the strategy club there with Wookie's link. Nice one, Wookie. Merry Christmas to all our RH family, wherever you may be. We have 2024 on the way. Blessings, big warm hugs. Suitman, thank you for your dedication. Dedicated 2023 blessings. I appreciate that, Humberto. And right back at you there. What else we got? Let's jump through some of those. We got Francis in the house there on Superman Crypto. Good to see you, Francis. I'm not sure. I guess it's hello, not hell. Hello, not hell there. What else there? Check My Pulse. What's up, Superman? Good to see you, Check My Pulse. Welcome to the chat as well. Merry Christmas to you. Good evening, Hex family from Check My Pulse. What else there? Let's Let me jump through some. We got Tilly Farilli. Hey, it's good to see you, Tilly Farilli. Hi, and Merry Christmas to you as well. I hope you guys enjoy the Christmas holidays. Who else is there? Check My Pulse says, just finished a 27-day in a row stretch of work. Happy prices are still low. I feel hefty DCA tomorrow. Merry Christmas to me. Yeah, absolutely, because that's a really good post, actually. And I concur. All right, let's get into it. Day 224. Here we are, day 224 on Pulsechain. And, of course, it is the 22nd, I guess, in the United States, 23rd down under. So if you're in Australia, New Zealand, or Pacific Islands, it's probably something like that. We got the price up 3% on Pulsechain, quadruple 0616, 62% of the sacrifice price. So that's a nice little move higher. But we're going to talk about Pulse because it's really has broken to the upside, and you guys are going to see it probably rally in the months ahead. It looks absolutely amazing. PulseX at the moment, quadruple 016, up 3.8%. One Pulse at 3.67 PulseX at the moment. So Pulse is still dominating, but for how much longer? Because we've got Power City Earn protocol coming, and that's going to shake things up for the good, for the upside. Let's have a look at the buy and burn. 618.15 billion has been bought up and burned, part of the superior tokenomics of PulseX and Pulsechain. 3.01% now of the public supply has been bought up and burned. So we're heading for that 4% target now. So wish us luck as a community. Incentive token is up 8.9%. So it's the winner of the day so far. It's at 57.7 cents, and the ratio has jumped. The ratio has jumped to 9,382. So a big move there from the incentive token there. And we're heading towards 20 million in supply. And we've had 116,000 burned through Jacob's ecosystem and the TRH protocol. Looking at Hex, Hex is up 1.86%. Man, Hex is also something to watch out for. This thing here looking very, very good. And we had someone in our price chat in the Discord talk about Hex heading to 2 cents next. So that's kind of bullish. And at the moment, it is at 9800th of a penny for PHEX. And, of course, EHEX there is at 5100th of a penny. Combined price is at 1.49 cents, so just below 1.5 cents for Hex at the moment. Let's jump over to the charts. Look at this is Hex. Whee! What does that tell you, that chart? What does it tell you? Well, we got some high lows in here. But we've got this resistance up here at around about 7,800, 7,900. So let's put the overlays on. Bam. And what does that chart tell you now? Well, it tells you that really, depending on whose chart you're looking at, I know some people still have us under the wedge, but based on this chart, we are above the wedge here, and that's a bullish sign. And we're going to slowly zigzag up and to the right. That's kind of the way I see it at the moment. And don't forget, we've got all these projects to come. So let's full chart this. We've got all these projects to come. And it's going to be cool, and many more. There's much more than what I've got on the list here, but they're all coming in the new year from the looks of it. So very bullish on that. And of course, Power City is a behemoth amongst all those, as well as all the innovation DeFi that's coming as well from Jacob's ecosystem and Tetra, Win-Win, and many others. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And Magic Upride, it's going to be so cool. All right, let's have a look at the RSI though. Let's get back into there. Pick up the RSI. And we have got, actually, I haven't got the RSI. That's not the RSI. Let's pull up the RSI here. And we are still pretty good on the RSI. We're at 58 on the RSI. So plenty of room to move to the upside on the old on Pulsechain there. All right, that is it on Pulsechain. Let's move on. And let's see how we go. It's going to be a fun time. So I think it's going to sneak up. The price will sneak up over the break, Christmas holiday break. So it's going to be cool. PulseX at the moment is also up on the top of the Bollinger Bands there, and it is at 1675. Watch out for that. And of course, Power City Earn protocol coming. Looks like it's going to be the new year now from the looks of it. So get excited about that. They've given a nice breathing room for liquid loans just to flourish, and boy, has liquid loans flourished pretty well, looking pretty nicely there on that one too. And the upside is that we've got a pretty low RSI 55. So PulseX is the pick here at the moment with that Power City Earn protocol going to be launching. Let's quickly bring up liquid loans and have a look at the stable coins. They have obviously 2 days ago, they busted through 20 million. They're now at 20.63 million in stable coins. They are not far away, only probably about maybe $3 million, give or take, away from eDai. So liquid loans is very close to becoming the #1 stable coin on Pulsechain, either bridged in or native to Pulsechain. So really bullish. And 763 billion Pulse is now locked in the protocol. So heading towards, I guess, 5%, isn't it? So very nice. All right, that is looking good. Let's go over to incentive token. Incentive token there, big jump today. Look at that. Woohoo, 57. And obviously the rate has jumped as well. I don't know if I've got the inverse on here. I used to have the inverse, but yeah, I don't know if I've got that on there at the moment. So that's kind of cool. I might have to reset that up. PHEX at the moment is at 98/100th of a penny. This, like Pulse and PulseX, is also looking good to the upside. And of course, the RSI, really, really cool. Let's have a look at the RSI. Look at RSI there. Bam, there we are, only on 51. So watch out for Hex, man. Hex is looking groovy. And of course, what else there? We've got a bullish breakout here on the MACD, and that's bullish too, right? So everything looking pretty nice there at the moment on the old Hex. Let's jump over to EHEX. EHEX here also, the wiki cousin, as it were, but hey, watch out for a parity play. That's still on the move there. EHEX at the moment, you can get twice as much, or basically, can't you, too, on the Ethereum side, or at least on Pulsechain side, depending on what you want to do. So looking pretty nice. So looking good there. Let's go to the validators. Validators at the moment, 49,949 of them. Pulsechain is the people's chain, and we've got about 10% stake with the validators, 1.6 trillion. Looking pretty good there. And finally, the gas prices, which are amazing. I love being on Pulsechain for the gas prices and compounding. 102,000 beats. PulseX swap at the moment, 0.2 of a penny. PulseCoin transfer, 1/100th of a penny. And a PRC 20 transfer, 4/100th of a penny. Looking like a boss there. We're 8,500 times cheaper than Ethereum. $16 to do a swap at the moment on Ethereum. Of course, we're entering the weekend as well. 36,600 times cheaper than Bitcoin. And it's about $5 to send some Bitcoin. And you'll get that into your wallet in about a month's time. All right, there are jokes aside, but amazing. As I always say, every day, Pulsechain is amazing because we got to be able to do compounding protocols with super cheap, super fast fees. The retail book loves that. And of course, we have a lot of profit sharing protocols as well, where you get the profits and not some big fat cat like Uniswap, which is not true DeFi, right? So that's kind of cool. All right, that's day 224. We're going to moving on to day 225, of course, and good times for everybody all around. The charts are looking pretty tasty for a nice little DCA and to the upside. That's going to get us into some of the other categories. We're going to get the top 20, top PRC 20. So there's our second category. And we can see PDI, man. PDI is not giving up. I know some people gave up, but some people didn't. And look at that PDI, man. That PDI is up and away here. And what's it going to do during the bull market? Man, PDI might just surprise. Is it going to get to $1 eventually? I don't know about that, but is it going to get to 1 cent? Yeah, maybe. Is it going to get, if it gets to 1 cent, is it going to get 10 cents? Or possibly. We'll see how we go. It's going to be interesting to see. But in the meantime, I actually do like the wrap Bitcoin narrative a lot. And at the moment, you can see the wrap Bitcoin there. It looks like it's kind of about to break out to the upside, $90.60. And is that going to follow Bitcoin up? Bitcoin ETFs? Is it going to just absolutely hyper rally? We're going to have some big candles in here. That's going to be fun to see. I think we are. And of course, not financial advice, but man, that's going to be fun to see wrap Bitcoin on Pulsechain, which is a copy. Remember, it's not backed by any Bitcoin on the actual Bitcoin network. Not like wrap Bitcoin on Ethereum, but there's a copy of the wrap Bitcoin on Ethereum. So it's indirectly, I guess one could argue, not really. You can't redeem it. So let's remember that. But there we are. That is looking pretty good. And I think we might see some crazy stuff happening with this chart. Just saying, as we say, just saying, as Brian would say, just saying. Treasury Bull up 6%, Troper up 7%, Teddy Bear up 8% there. So there's some modest gains at the moment on the chain. SHIB is up 3%, but Pepe is down 2% at the moment. Those two are also ones to keep a look out there. Maker is up 3%. So there we are. This is some of the ones going on there at the moment. Pulse, Plutus is also up 6% there on some of those. So lots of cool things happening with PRC20s. Let's go to our third category, which is memes. And of course, let's have a look here. Note token at the moment is down 1%. Let's have a quick look at Note token. This is from Randy Alaski. He just launched this only, 6 days ago. And it's pretty much sitting around here at the moment. There's probably breakup at some stage, I'm guessing. There'll be a breakup somewhere. We'll see how that goes. And Axis Alive at the moment, another influencer in the space, is at $10,258 there as well. All these influencers doing coins, man. What's up with that? When's Superman coin? No, don't you guys get ideas? When's Superman coin? I bet one of you is going to get out there and put Superman coin out there. You guys, I know how you roll. Christian, I'm looking at you, man. I'm looking at you out there. Anyway, so we got Make Ethereum Great Again. Is up 0.25% there. Reflux is up 5%, almost 4.7, I should say. That's some of the leaders there at the moment. Let's have a look. Can we see anything else? That's pretty much it. let's go to our fourth category, the main one, Pulsechain projects. And see how we're doing again today. Let's have a look here. We're going to jump through all that. I'm just trying to look for the hunters there. I've got to change this list a little bit here, actually. Weight token is down 11%, but sorry, Watt token. This is from Power City. Now, Power City Earn Protocol's coming. Fees are coming. Probably try and scoop up some of this Watt token if you can when you think the bottom's hit, because this is probably going to be a pretty lucrative project. The Power City is going to be one of the most valuable protocols or ecosystems on Pulsechain. So keep a lookout for this. Could be some really nice blue chip type of pickups on the old Watt token there. Stay tuned. Keep alert on what's happening in Power City there. That's one of our big juggernauts, right? Big juggernauts probably end up competing with Liquid Lines for the top TVL. And the earnings on it could be very lucrative indeed with all the ecosystems. So keep your tabs on that one. What else we got there? Beetroot is down up 0.5%. Mintra is up 8%. So that's not bad for Mintra. Mintra, fantastic website. Not so on the marketing, and but very good on very good on the website. But sales, I'm not sure how the NFT sales are going. I don't think they've been that great so far, but I think they've got a few partnerships and features and stuff like that. So we'll see how they go in that space there. So I'm open-minded on that. What else there? Texan's up 2%. Just looking at some of these there. Pulse LN, another good utility on Pulsechain, up 7.5% there at the moment. Ophir is up 4%. Those are the two endowment tokens. So Texan and Ophir are from Rag to Riches and Crypto Heartbeat. Another couple of influences in the space there. So yeah, kind of cool. I think that's kind of it for there at the moment. Let's jump over quickly to 9inch. 9inch has a lot of work to do in their marketing. And a lot of work to do. They have a lot of work to do. That's all I'm saying. They have a lot of work, and they're doing a little bit of work at the moment. A couple of YouTube videos, that's kind of good, but man, they should be all over the social media. They have a lot of work to do. So there we go. That's on a 9inch. We've got Where'd the ETH Go at 26 cents at the moment. Paul Pleb at 16.58 and Pulse Dodge at 1900 there with the main one there, 9inch. Kind of just chilling around, right? Chilling around. Doesn't know much to do. It's had a little bit of a bump from the bottom. But you know, nothing big yet at the moment. Remember, it's about, what's it, number 5 now on the TVL? I think so. Holding on to around about $11 million, I think there. Looking at TYRH, the GameFi protocol from Jacob ecosystem, and everything's pretty normal there. Water's up 11%, so Water's kind of doing quite well there as well. Let's have a quick look at the meme coins, shall we? No, not the stable coins. Let's have a quick look at stable coins since we're kind of doing a wrap up today. What else do we got? USDL is stable at $1. Coast is at 98 cents, so slightly below peg, and PUSD, which is a prototype for PUSD Algo, is currently sitting just below $1. It's pretty much around $1 there. It's ticking away as well. Now USDL liquidity 8.3 million though, so let's highlight that. 8.3 million liquidity. That's really neat, isn't it? Don't you like that? That's good for Pulsechain. Really cool. We've got 4.2 million USDL in there too. So out of that 20.6 million, 4.2 million is in this pool. And it's sitting with 68 billion Pulse. So if you want to take your Pulse, put it into liquid loans, take out a trove there, and of course get USDL, you can come into this pool and buy some Wrap Pulse. Use Patias potentially, but come in and you can buy Pulse and then take that Pulse, put it back in liquid loans and recycle it there as the price adjusts and your asset value goes up. It's kind of cool there. Check it out. That's kind of a neat thing to do. All right, that brings us on into liquid loans. Obviously, Liquid Loans did a 1 billion Pulse giveaway. Yes, sir. Now, you either can compete by doing the social media campaigns, like following and sharing and stuff, or you could take out loans or troves, I think it is, in Liquid Loans and participate that way. These are the winners. Is one of them you? Let me know in the chat if one of these people are you. There's a big list there. If your name stands out, let me know in the chat. And congratulations if you were one of the winners. Pretty neat there as well. So that is kind of cool. 1 billion Pulse giveaway from Pulsechain. Now they did do a video here as well from Crypto Crazy and Warris, the growth manager. And of course, if you haven't watched that, I'll post the link to that in the chat there. 1 billion giveaway. What a great prize. Pulsechain's certainly full of fun here. 1 billion winners. And you can watch that on Liquid Loans with Crypto Crazy and the team. That's completely crazy, I know, but hey, that's the way it goes. Bam, that's the link there. Looking good. All right, that is that. Let's get on to some of the other news. So we've talked about Liquid Loans 1 billion giveaway, which I didn't put in the video title because it was just too long. But we also got some big news around onboarding. Richard Hart put out a post saying, get out there and developers create something to do a giveaway. And so that people, when they're onboarding, have got Rat Pulse so they can do stuff, buy and swap and sell and stake and all sorts of stuff. And of course, that has been taken up by a couple of projects. One of them is GoPulse. Now, GoPulse, of course, we use every day to do our summary here on these YouTube channels. But GoPulse says it's amazing that you can claim 10,000 free Pulse on GoPulse.com faucet. Now, you can even make a new MetaMask account before bridging to claim another 10,000 free Pulse every time you use the bridge. So they're pretty open-minded about being able to multiple claim there. You can claim right after you bridge your deposit on the Ethereum side. Has been confirmed. No need to wait. So let's imagine you bridged over Ethereum using the official bridge, which has got 0 fees at the moment. And of course, the fees on the Pulsechain side are paid by the validators. Then when you get there, maybe you got no Pulse, Rat Pulse, and you need Rat Pulse to do stuff. They're going to have a Pulse, 10,000 Pulse in there, and you'll be able to do so many transactions as we showed earlier on Pulsechain, and with that amount of fees. So pretty amazing. Amazing new users to pay for gas fees. They get enough Pulse to pay for hundreds of transactions. Boost the options into the stratosphere. Of course, you can also claim if you're not new to Pulsechain, as long as you don't have any Pulse in your address. Now, obviously, if you're on Pulsechain, you got plenty of Pulse. You don't need to take advantage and try and take the stuff, because if you just leave it there, all the new people come on, they're going to get it, and you're going to increase your own value because they'll come on with their own capital and do it that way. So that's kind of the way to think about them. Let us pay for all your gas fees, please. Spread the word about this amazing faucet. So that's pretty amazing. 17,500 people have reposted that. Pretty amazing there. So I'm going to post that too if you want to get access. This will be posted in the useful links as well, so you'll be able to access it there in the useful links, which is pretty cool. GoPulse 10K PLS faucet for onboarding. And bam, that is the link there. So if you want to get hell of that, I will put it into the useful links though. You'll be able to check that out as well. So there we are. Look at that. Whee! Hundreds of transactions. You can't do that on Ethereum, man. You can't do it on Ethereum. So there we are. Kind of cool. All right, so that's good news there. Let's get into the second one. So not only did GoPulse response, but PulseCoinList also responded. And of course, Pulse Bridge bot is live. Every new user who comes over the Pulse Bridge will automatically be dropped a PLS. Isn't that awesome? Automatically too. Richard said it would be cool if someone built a bot to automatically drop free Pulse to new users, free Pulse for gas and free bridge fees. And they have done that too on the old site there. Look at that. Bam. So Bridge Buddy, get free Pulse when you bridge over. And there, away you go. So far, they've given away 66,000 at the moment. And the bot wallet's got 13.3 million in it. So there's a lot of big people. 66 net new wallet funded through since Bridge Buddy launched 1 day ago. $1,749 in fees and 29 hours, 42 minutes in user time saved. Pretty amazing. Latest funded wallets as well. These are the 3 wallets here. Pretty cool. Now, if you want to donate to this address to help onboarding, you can send a little bit of your Pulse here. It won't bother you too much, especially if you've got a whole ton of bags. That is the address you can send, and 100% of the funds go towards new wallets and onboarding. So kind of cool there. That is from the PulseCoinList. So kind of cool. They also have had 17,000 views so far, so getting some good traction there. Pretty cool. And of course, you can go and help out if you want, or use it if you need it. If you need some Rat Pulse to operate, then you can do that too using the bridge. PulseCoinList. Bam. What do we call it? Bridge. We call it free bridge Pulse. And bam, there it is. Well done. Well done to GoPulse and PulseCoinList. Huge service to the community, and it's much appreciated, I'm sure. That is the link there to PulseCoinList there. So both of those, I will post them under useful links, bang, bang, to people who need to use those if they don't have any Rat Pulse there as well. All right, cool. Very neat site there, looking good as well. Don't forget, PulseCoinList also has a lot of other cool things like token ranking sites. If you want to see the token ranking sites, they have all that, which is pretty neat. Top movers and stuff like that. They also have ERC 20s versus PRC 20s. So that's a very useful site for people. PulseCoinList is one of our best information sites on Pulsechain, and you can see all that as well. Lots of cool tickers here. You can trade them instantly as well from here. Looking pretty good. You got multiple charts as well. You can see multiple charts here. So there's lots of cool stuff in here, and you can see that. So it's a pretty cool site. Stats as well while we're here. Might as well cover this briefly. And Pulsechain stats. So you can get some cool stats in here. Pulsechain supply and current supply. It looks a little bit like ultrasound money. It's kind of like that. Gas Explorer, of course. Look at that. Only 80,000 beats at the moment on the chain. Amazing. They got some cool stuff on here, and gas fees as well. They got the burning as well. What's going on with the burning on the chain? Really cool site. So lots of cool stuff on there, and of course an ecosystem as well. If you want to find out lots of projects, it's a great place to go and check out some of these. Your gateway to the latest DATS platforms and crypto initiatives on Pulsechain. So that's a pretty big deal as well. You can see you can actually sort by different things. If you want to look for bridges, you click on bridges. It's going to have bridges there. Look at that. Pretty cool. If you're going to have, if you want to check out on something else, maybe you want to go look at NFT marketplaces. You just click on NFT marketplace. It's going to bring those up. Pixel Park, Pulse Market, Beatbox, Hex Toys, NFT on Pulse, and Mintra. Now, the only ones that haven't launched yet, of course, are Pixel Park and what's the other one here? Actually, 9M, they've got one coming as well. So 9M's not on here. So they're not on this list, but they need to be submitted. So 9M's got their marketplace coming up too. So really cool. Dexes, you can check Dexes. It's got all the Dexes up there at the moment. So it's kind of cool. And much more. So really great site is PulseCoinList there as well. And that's going to lead us on into Hex Daily Stats. Can you believe it? We're almost there. Isn't that crazy? We're almost up to Hex Daily Stats, and we're at 42 minutes on the hour. And it is we are wrapping up, I guess, for the Christmas holiday period, and then of course getting into the new year. So it's kind of groovy. Any more comments in the chat? Only some laughing from Sandy. I'll have what you're having, Sandy. I'll have what you're having. That's pretty much how we rock and roll. All right, let's get back into it then. Final up here, hex.com. Don't know if we're going to have the stats out today at the moment because we're too far ahead of the day. Normally I'm not this far ahead. Maybe I should have done my timing better. What day are we on now? Day 82. Yeah, we're miles behind. Look at us. We haven't even got day 81 out at the moment. So we haven't got Pulsechain out yet. And we're still 2 days behind on Ethereum. I'm not sure what's happened to the site there. But we haven't got day 80 or day 81, 1481 there. So that's not out either at the moment. So it looks like we won't be able to cover Hex Daily Stats. But that's coming up soon, probably in 10 minutes or so. And oh, there we go. We got Pulsechain just in time. Just in time. Isn't that amazing? It's the gift that keeps on giving. We got Pulsechain a day. What did I say day it was? I've just got to double check what day it was. Day 224. Yeah, day 224. 22nd of December 2023. We got 98 of a penny, up 1.5% on the price. The payout per T-share 6.664 Hex per T-share on Pulsechain. Share rates jumped by 16 to 31,129. The average mining length, I should say, on Pulsechain is 6.82 years. The APY 37.27% for existing T-share miners on Pulsechain. Looking at the ownership, down 7,000, almost 8,000 T-shares, sitting at 9,767,000 T-shares in the ownership pool on Pulsechain for Hex. Looking at the lock percentage of coins, 9.78% of all Hex is locked on the old Pulsechain. 292,000 in penalties, pretty modest. And of course, we're at 65 million in the reward pool. Ching ching for the T-share miners. And of course, at the moment, we're up 21 liquid holders, up 4 miners to 124,632 miners on the old Pulsechain. And of course, maybe you are one of them. If you're not one of them, you need to pick up some Hex, hex.com, folks, and buy Hex and burn it for T-shares. Start mining more Hex. That's the way to go. If you have any questions, get into our Discord. We have a crypto outline in our Discord. And of course, this Discord is dedicated to Pulsechain and Hex. Of course, Pulsechain projects. It's a lot of projects. We're like over 180 projects launching. Obviously, Richard Hart tokens as well. We've got chats for everything there. And if you want to talk multi-chain projects, then we've got the Strategy Club. That's for multi-chain. You can't actually see it if you're not part of Strategy Club. So otherwise, it's just a Pulsechain X Discord, which we are dedicated to 100%. But if you'd like to look at some of the best projects out there in crypto, we're covering those in Strategy Club. So that you can link up to either of those two. If you do join the Strategy Club, you also get the Pulsechain and X Discord as well as a general member. So it's kind of neat like that. All right, we still don't have Ethereum out there. Must be stuck. Maybe Ethereum is stuck on the old Ethereum side. But anyway, The API is not quite working there today and yesterday. All right, that's hex.com, folks. Check it out. That's pretty much it for the day. How about that? It wasn't bad. 45 minutes. Yeah, boy. We did a great job. We did a great job. Normally, an hour and 15 minutes, kind of how far we go. A candy cane milkshake, lol, says Sandy Beach. Oh, man, that does sound good. Candy cane milkshake. Man, oh, man, you live in the land of Willy Wonka, I think, there, Sandy Beach. Willy Wonka. Pretty cool. Go Gene Wilder. Easily the best Willy Wonka. But, the others, they try the best. Yeah, boy, says Brent. Yes, boy. All right, that's looking good. Okay, we're going to wrap up today. Happy Christmas holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas to you all, your family, your friends. Drink, eat, party, enjoy the presents, enjoy the moments. That's the biggest thing. The moments with loved ones really are priceless. Take a little time for a bit of rest if you're doing too many things, of course. Maybe try and get little mini breaks, like little 5-minute pauses. Maybe look up at the sky or something like that. And of course, congratulations. Pulsechain is really ramping up there. That big news about Rubic, Pulsechain bridge integration, big deal. Portal X going to be using it, big deal. And of course, now onboarding boost as well, just before the Christmas time with GoPulse and PulseCoinList responding to Richard Hart's call for onboarding assistance. And man, Pulsechain's wrapping up. Over 180 projects expected to launch. Many of the big ones coming up in January. Power City, Earn Protocol, many others. Tetra. It's going to be fun. Jacob's ecosystem, crypto. Magic Carpet Ride. There's so many coming up in the new year. It's going to be a fun bull market and a good time. So, but in the meantime, I will catch you. I'm probably going to take a couple of days off, I think, over the Christmas period here. I'll probably be back on the 27th, I think it is, and start live streaming before the end of the year. And then we'll have some fun stuff about the top 10 DeFi, the best performers for the year, videos like that before New Year's Eve party, and party on from there. But in the meantime, I'll be on Discord every day, so you'll see me on Discord. So definitely jump into Discord if you want to hang out, talk strategy, crypto value, because crypto is 24/7. Merry Christmas, and I wish you all the best this Christmas. God bless, party well, and I'll catch you again next time. Take care, everybody. Let's play out some good music on the way out, and let's play out the best. I guess let's play out the fun one here. We're going to play out 2 videos actually today. Peace out, everybody. Bye for now. Take care.
Well, I drifted off again at work, thinking about Pulsechain. And occasionally I think back to that twerk, Richard Hart bringing his game. Well, I didn't make the sacrifice 'cause I came too late, but day one I'm still making it rain. Oh, I drifted off again at work, thinking about Pulsechain. I woke up in a sweat last night, dreaming about Pulse X. Won't be long before I'm going to bed, wearing a Rolex. There's so much to love about it, I can't pick my favorite. It's almost better than sex. Well, oh, I woke up in a sweat last night, dreaming about Pulse X. If you wanna be set up for life, you better stake your hats. Might as well start with 5555, a financial suplex. Generational wealth is just a click away. It's a Nobel Prize worthy flex. If you wanna be set up for life, you better stake your hats. A financial suplex, a Nobel Prize worthy flex. You better stake your hat.
my $3,000 Valentino Rockstud purse, my $3,000 Prada jacket, $2,000 Prada shirt, $2,000 or $3,000 Prada pants, Prada glasses, Prada hat, Prada bracelet, and it's all Prada, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off. Prada, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off.
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.